I thought that I was a loser. And that's the issue. Deep down inside, I didn't back myself, which is really crazy, because if you would have known me back then, you would have believed that I was this super confident, outgoing, highly successful, fantastic guy. But the reality was completely different, and it was that reality, I believe, I now know, in fact, it was that was holding me back. I didn't believe that I could do all the things that I told people that I was going to do. Yeah, I chatted about it. Yeah, I spoke about it. I told people. But inside, I couldn't quite see. I couldn't quite believe. I couldn't quite visualize. Whenever I say visualize, whenever I talk about visualization, still inside something goes, ugh, because it sounds so cheesy. It sounds so generic. It sounds like bullshit. But here's the truth. If you can't actually see yourself, if you can't genuinely 100% visualize yourself achieving what it is that you continue to tell everybody that you want to do, if you can't see yourself doing it, you are never going to get there. You are never going to cross the finish line. I have a test for you. Very short, very simple, very direct test. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think about having sex with a beautiful woman. I want you to visualize. I want you to think about everything that you want to do in that session. How it's going to feel, how she's going to look, how you're going to look, how it's going to end up. The chances are you're sitting there now feeling aroused. You've probably got a semi on. There's probably a physiological change happening simply by the thoughts that you've just conjured up in your own mind. Even though you're on your own, you've just made up that situation, there's no women there, you're still feeling it. Yeah? Let's go for another one. I want you to imagine, and this is tough, because this might trigger you, it might upset you. I want you to imagine that your family is being brutally attacked. There is a man inflicting physical harm on your family. How are you feeling now? Are you feeling a little bit, is your heart racing? Has your body temperature risen? Is the adrenaline starting to surge? You're getting ready for a confrontation that is 100% fictitious. You've just made this situation up in your own mind. Yet, from your thoughts, your behavior has changed. The way your demeanor has changed, your eyes have changed. You're thinking about killing a man who doesn't exist, a man who you have just voluntarily made up. That is the power of active visualization. Can you see that the way that you think, your thoughts, they dictate the way that you feel. The way that you feel, it then dictates your actions. Therefore, if subconsciously you continue to tell yourself, I can't lose weight, I can't do this, I can't do that, you will always be holding you back. You will never fully commit to the process. If weight loss is your goal, if you want to get lean and toned, lean and strong for this summer, let's use the generic summer bodies are built in the winter. Let's just suppose that that's your goal right now. Up until right this very second, you have just give it half-ass bullshit attempts because you don't back yourself. The issue with this, because you've only been giving it half-ass bullshit attempts, the evidence that you've got in front of you is it does look like you can't do what it is that you said that you want to do. But this is because you haven't committed fully. This is because you haven't drawn a line in the sand, stepped over it, and done absolutely everything that you possibly can to get to that result. Because up until right now, Unfortunately, the truth is you haven't been committed enough to do the work required. You can get angry, you can get annoyed, you can call me all the names under the sun, but that's the absolute truth. So if we strip this back a little tiny bit, remember I said that the way that we think dictates the way that we feel. The way that we feel dictates the way that we act. The way that we act dictates the outcome. So strip it right back to the way that we think. Let's start from right now. Let's start fully believing in ourselves. I can categorically tell you my life changed the second I realized that it all starts up here. Hopefully, this has given you something to think about. But what I want you to do, don't just listen to my words. Act ruthlessly. Decide right now that you are good enough. You fully deserve everything that you want. So from now, you are going to live a committed life. Just like I do. And just like all of the clients I help all around the world to start living a more purposeful, committed life. Do you know what? I get so excited when I do these videos because I fully believe that you can do the shit that you want to do. You just have to stop thinking that you're a loser, because that is the problem right there. If this is the content that really gets you going, if this is the content that you think you need in your life, go ahead and hit subscribe. Even better, send this video to someone who needs to hear these words. Have a fantastic day.